Hey friends, my name is Cassidy and welcome back to another video. I want to address a couple of things before I get into the story. And first is my lighting. Yes, I finally got a ring light and that puts me up there on professional YouTuber status. Second thing is this highlight. Oh my lord. Yes. Put on your sunglasses, please. Watch out. You will be blinded. So now getting into the video, this story is going to be about my time in a mental hospital. This slightly ties into my The Fuckboy Chronicles series because he had broken up with me in December because I was crazy. That day is a whole other video in itself, so I'm gonna save that and I'm gonna move on to the part where I'm actually in the hospital. The registration, or like getting me into the hospital, took a very long time. Now, at first I was really upset and I did not want to go to this hospital. I thought, no, only people who don't know how to handle their problems or people who are crazy go to mental hospitals. My parents kind of talked me into it and said, this problem in your head is bigger than you, it's bigger than us, you need professional help because neither of us know how to handle it. And I kind of got what they were saying, but I didn't want to go to a hospital because one, it's a mental hospital. Two, I would be missing school. They put my family and I in this very small room with this one little round table, and a doctor came in and started asking me questions with my parents in the room. But he had told me, just let it out. Your parents are here to help. Your parents aren't going to get mad at you. Your parents are going to listen to what you have to say. So I was very uncomfortable telling this doctor and my parents about the stuff that was going on in my head. I summed it all up for him like I was in an abusive relationship. He made me feel crazy. I made him feel crazy, and we just were very toxic to each other. I just feel like I shouldn't be here. I'm a waste of space. I'm a waste of a person, and I am planning to kill myself. That's pretty much all he needed to hear. That's literally all he needed to hear from me. So we started the process of getting me admitted to this hospital. And this hospital was a nice hospital. Everyone was really nice to me. They brought me food because with depression, oh my god. What kind of disrespectful. What? They had brought me food and asked me if I wanted any. And I said yes, I do want some food, because my appetite throughout those few weeks to a month that I had been super depressed, I wasn't eating anything. So I was eating there and I finally felt safe. I finally felt like I don't have to keep things trapped inside of me anymore. And it felt really good. I finally get to go to the adolescent area of the hospital. Once I got to the adolescent area, there were 4 girls and 2 boys there. Now, some of them were watching TV, some of them were playing cards, and this other boy, he was talking to himself. I thought to myself, this is straight some American Horror Story Asylum shit. Now, as my time progressed in the mental hospital, it totally wasn't some American Horror Story shit. But I finally got there. My parents are talking to the nurses are introducing themselves, and it is snack time when I got there. I got myself some snacks. I totally forgot what I actually got. I feel like it was just some crackers or some, I think it was like apples and peanut butter. And this girl, she came to sit next to me. I was sitting in the back of the TV area, just minding my own business, writing in my journal, and this girl sits next to me. And this girl is probably the sweetest girl that has ever come up to me in my life. She sits down in her pajamas and she is eating apples and peanut butter. And she introduces herself. She says, "Hello, I'm Alyssa. Honestly, my first thought was, I don't want to talk to you. I'm not here to make friends. But I was nice to her and I said, I'm Cassidy. And she asked me what I'm there for. Immediately after, she apologizes and she says, I know I'm not supposed to ask you that. Like, that was so rude of me. I'm so sorry. But I tell her and I was like, well, I just want to kill myself. I don't know. And she says, oh, I thought you were here for an eating disorder because I'm very, very tall and skinny. So to this day, that girl is my best friend. Alyssa, if you're watching this, I love you, I miss you, and I will see you soon. Now, this one boy I met in there was very, very odd. I don't remember his name anymore, but he was just very off-putting the first time he walked in there. It was kind of the same situation with me. He walked in there very late, and people were just looking at him very weird. But he got very comfortable very fast. The boys were in the activity room, which was a whole separate room separated from the girls, and there is glass windows so we can look in. The boys were playing Just Dance, and the boy who just showed up gets into the game. He has no shame. So I look back and I think, how can you be so comfortable here already? You got here 2 minutes ago. The next day we are in group therapy. He introduces himself. So I forget his name, but he introduces himself in a very standoffish, kind of cocky manner. This dude was so weird. I don't know where to start with this. So we're going through group therapy, and group therapy is about to end, and he says something very, very sexist. Me and my best friend Alyssa, we jump his ass and we tell him that's not okay. He says something again that's also very rude, and he keeps this conversation going, how he's right in what he said or whatever. And it's starting to make me mad, but I just let it go. Mind you, I was only in this hospital for a week, and he came about my third day, my second day. He managed to make me hate him so much, like I had known him my whole life in just like 5 days. And so one day, we're all very curious on why he's there. And he said, oh my god, why is this so funny? And he says, my parents said we were going to the grocery store, but we ended up here. Now I'm thinking to myself, you have to be extra weird or extra just messed up for your parents to trick you into coming here. And he would always bring up, yeah, well, my parents tricked me into coming here. At one point, I told him, no one cares. And he got quiet. A girl sitting a little further down, she was heavier set and kind of short. And she agrees with me. And I think her agreeing with me made him really mad. Once group therapy was over, we were walking out of the activity room and the boys were staying in, and this weird dude starts talking all this mess about this girl that agreed with me. Before our school started, we go into school and he's still talking mess, he's still mad about everything, and this girl is just telling him to be quiet. And they are going at each other. They are just roasting each other. And it was so entertaining to me. Listen, in a mental hospital, any entertainment you can get, you take, and you think. Okay? So they were roasting each other and school was over. We walk back and the boys go back into the activity room, and she sees him looking at her through the glass window. This boy is just looking at this girl through the glass, and they're just looking at each other, and she's talking mad shit. She's like, I hope he says something. And she finally gets up and yells through the glass, "What?" She gets up and she is so heated. She's like, "What? Say something. Are you gonna do something?" She gets so angry. He's yelling through this glass window. They are yelling at each other through this glass window. And he calls her fat. And a boy inside that room says, "But dude, you're fat too." And I know it doesn't sound funny when I say it, but his reaction to this was just so perfect. I was getting out that day too, so it was just such a perfect end to a chapter of my life. Once he hears this other dude call him fat, he storms out of the activity room and goes to his room and slams the door. He slams this door so hard, the paint and drywall of the wall that was right there just falls off. You can hear him yelling, "Fuck this! Fuck everyone!" All of the nurses and everything had to go in his room and like calm him down, and I think he's crying. I don't remember. But it was so funny. But anyways, I know this is like my mental hospital experience, so I guess I'll tell you guys what was like how it worked. I had my own room. I didn't have a roommate till the last night I was in there. You would wake up in the morning, 7 a.m. every morning. You would go to a morning therapy with just your gender group, and then you would have like an hour off to do yoga and meditation, and then you would go back for another hour of group therapy. After group therapy would be lunch. After lunch would be another group therapy, I think. Yeah, it was like group therapy or recreation therapy, something like that. And after that therapy would be school. After school would be dinner. After dinner would be excuse me. After dinner would be like chill time, like TV time, relax time, take your medicine time, call your parents time. I think after dinner, before TV chill time was visitation hours. And then like it was chill time and stuff, and you would like have a snack. Oh, and all throughout this you would have snacks. Like after each therapy you would have a snack. No, after recreation therapy you would have a snack. After yoga meditation you would have a snack. We had hella snacks, okay? Your girl was never hungry. And then 9 o'clock was sleep time. And in order to get out of the hospital, you have to have family therapy first. So your parents come in for an hour and you sit down with your actual doctor, your actual psychiatrist, and you talk about ways to make you feel better, ways to make your parents feel better, ways to make your household or your environment just a lot better in general for you and the people around you. So my family therapy was the day before I got out. So my family therapy went really well, actually. Like my parents are really supportive. My parents are amazing, and I just thank them every day that they are who they are. Because if not, I probably wouldn't have been able to make it without them pushing me to go to this hospital, or pushing me to go to a different school, or pushing me to push out the negative in my life. I did betray them Valentine's Day, about a month after I got out. If you've seen that video, it's my getting caught high video. But I met a ton of awesome people in the hospital. I am very glad that it happened. Although I wish it wouldn't have. Things did get really messy. But I'm glad that it did happen. I'm glad that I went to a different school. I'm glad that I pushed out the negative people in my life. I'm glad that I have surrounded myself with much better people now. And I'm glad to have the support system that I have. I'm glad to have my family, my friends, my boyfriend, and just every single person that supports me every day. Because it's been 6 months tomorrow on the 7th that I will have been from I want to kill myself to I love life. It's an awesome feeling. I wake up every day and I feel so amazing that my life is the way it is now. Okay, my camera stopped recording. Awesome, I totally forgot my train of thought. What was I saying? But yeah, it will have to get messy if it's not already messy. If that makes sense. Like, I had to go through a kind of awakening to realize that I do need help and that I am mentally unstable, I am mentally ill, and I deal with it every single day. I keep up with my medicine. I just do what I have to do. I worry about myself and myself only. I have become a much more selfish person in a sense of my mental health. I've learned a lot within these past 6 months, and I hope to pass that on to at least one person who's going through anything like this. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I know my past couple videos, like this video and my last one, have been kind of like upsetting. Not upsetting, but like serious. And that's because I have gone through some serious shit. If you did enjoy watching the video, please like it, subscribe, comment, share, and I will see you guys later. Bye, friends.